And this is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio in Philadelphia. I have the great honor to visit the Chapel of the Four Chaplains at the Philadelphia Navy Yard, an amazing facility that helps us remember the heroism of the four chaplains and the service of chaplains, past and present. I have a chance to talk with the Executive Director, Christine Beady.
Good afternoon.
Good to see you, Christine, and always wonderful to visit the Chapel of Four Chaplains. What's happening here? What are some of the events coming up?
There's a lot of things going on. One of the things that we've just recently put together is we have a veteran training center here now, located in the back of the chapel. So we have 4 computers that are set up through the Sons of the American Legion here in the Philadelphia area, and they will start training veterans through a series of computer programs and social media. And then once those veterans go through the program, they will actually be assigned a computer to go home with. So we're very excited about that. That's a new program that's starting here. We're still renting the building for weddings and reunions and meetings, seminars, lectures. All different groups are coming here. But the biggest thing we have coming up right now is February 3rd, 2016 is our annual banquet. It is our largest fundraiser of the year. It will be held at the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 5. Here in Philadelphia, and we have ticket prices, we have sponsorships, we have an ad booklet that we're putting together this year, so we're very excited about that since it's been several years since we've done that. And then we have our scholarship program, so that's active as well. So that's for students in grades 5th through 12th, and all the information's on our website at www.fourchaplains.org, or you can call the office at 215-218-1943, and you'll get either myself or Michelle.
And Christine, maybe you would just go over a little bit of the history of the chapel that honors the heroism of these 4 World War II chaplains.
Well, the chapel is based off of the 4 Army chaplains who gave their life vests during World War II when the USAT Dorchester that they were on was torpedoed off the coast of Greenland. They were 80 miles from their destination, and when the ship got torpedoed, they stood on the deck of the ship, they gave their 4 vests to 4 others, locked arms on the deck of the ship, prayed in their respective religions, and then perished with the ship. So the organization was put together by their family members and other members of Congress who said, you know what, we want to recognize that selfless sacrifice, that ultimate peace that they gave during the war without a word spoken. So there was 902 members on the ship, only 230 survived. We have 1 survivor still living, and one of our board members is actually visiting him this weekend. He lives in Michigan. So we're very excited about that. We'll have him on video finally. So we have about 215 of the 230 survivors of the time on video, or we have their handwritten statements. So we're excited about that. But we do our Legion of Honor program all across the country, all year long, in all different levels. We have our Legion of Honor, we have our humanitarian, we have our life-saving medallion, which is now named the Charles W. David Life-Saving Medallion. We have our bronze medallion and our gold medallion. Our gold medallion right now is our top level award. We don't no longer say it is our highest honor because we think that all of our awards are an honor to have, but it is our top level at this point in time. We also have a Chapel Honors program, and our Chapel Honors is a certificate program that is given to emergency responders, first responders who have lost their lives in the line of duty. So our life-saving medallion would normally be something that we would issue out to someone of that nature to say, you put your life in danger to save another. But when it comes to first responders, that's part of their job, and part of the Legion of Honor program is you're going above and beyond your day-to-day jobs. So what we decided to do is put together this whole other piece of the program called Chapel Honors for those who have lost their lives during their job.
And you've had some very notable Americans receive recognition from the Chapel of the Four Chaplains and its programs through the years. Maybe you could mention a couple of those.
Well, Bob Hope was one of our first ones. We have Mickey Rooney, we have Sally Struthers, Oprah Winfrey, President Nixon, President Carter, President Reagan, President Truman was one of our first. He was the one who dedicated the organization up at Temple University in 1951. So we've been around for a while. We're in the middle of rebuilding the organization and really getting ourselves back out there. We're now an international program, so we offer award programs in France, in Luxembourg, and we're currently working with 2 Korean families to conduct a program out in Korea next year. So we're excited. There's a lot of very prominent, a lot of mayors, a lot of governors, presidents, actors, actresses. Those are the ones who really give. And then our banquet this coming year, we are honoring 2 amazing individuals. One is Herschel Woody Williams, who is a Medal of Honor recipient and last living survivor of Iwo Jima. and then Thomas Mannion from the Travis Mannion Foundation. So they will be our 2 gold medallion recipients this year.
And we certainly appreciate your help and support on our projects to update Chaplain's Hill at Arlington National Cemetery in Section 2, which now honors all 4 of the 4 chaplains on the between the Catholic, the Protestant, and the Jewish chaplains memorials that are located there. And we have some ongoing projects to further enhance and make the Chaplain's Hill more accessible. And so we appreciate your help. I actually flew over this a couple of weeks ago, flying into the Philadelphia airport, and it's a beautiful site right in the middle of the former Philadelphia Navy Yard. But just maybe mention how accessible this is to someone visiting Philadelphia to just drive down Broad Street all the way past the stadiums, go onto the Navy Yard property and turn left, I guess. Maybe you could just describe that a little better.
We are, as you see, and I did see your post pop up on Facebook, which was very cute. I mean, we have one of the smallest buildings down here at the Navy Yard, but it has the biggest heart down here. So we are located at 12th and Constitution. So you can, if you're coming in from any direction, either I-95 North, I-95 South, you get off at the stadium complexes. We are as far south of Broad Street as you possibly can. If you're coming up Broad Street, it's like you said, right past the sports complexes, right underneath the overpass, through the Navy Yard. We're the 3rd traffic light into the Navy Yard. Make the left, we're 2nd stop sign. We're very accessible to anything from anywhere. We have unlimited parking, free parking, so it's great. We have no problems with that. And we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and we're open on weekends by appointment. So it's only myself and Michelle that are currently working here, so we both only live right up the road. So if we're around for the weekend and you need to come in, or even an evening appointment to come in and see the building, we're more than happy to work with anyone to come in.
Well, just an amazing facility here that keeps the story, the iconic story of these 4 World War II chaplains and their service to our country, their sacrifice, and also keeping educating the public about the service of chaplains. So we thank you. What again is a website that people can find information on?
It's www.fourchaplains.org, and we also have our Facebook page, which is normally most up to date as I manage it, is the Chapel of Four Chaplains. So you can find us in any way, and the logo on it is the Four Chaplains photo. But I do want to say we greatly appreciate everything that you've done as well, and Chaplain's Hill is something that we promote consistently with everybody who comes in as a project that we are working on, since we have multiple board members and yourself and Admiral Robinson working on it as well. So it is something that we do promote, that we have that connection. We also have the connection with the World War II Museum in New Orleans. So there's so many different things and hands in the fire, I guess, as you say, to help rebuild the foundation. But people like yourselves, it's great. It's a great honor to have you connected with us.
Well, you're doing a great job. Christine Beady, the Executive Director of the Chapel of the Four Chaplains in Philadelphia at the Philadelphia Navy Yard. Great to see you.
You too. Thank you.
This is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio in Philadelphia.